It's 1 minute till showtime.
Good evening, folks, and a hearty welcome to our drive-in theater. We have a wonderful evening's entertainment lined up for you, one that will provide several hours of pleasurable relaxation and diversion for you and your family. Did you fail to dress up for tonight's show? No tie, an old shirt and slacks, a house dress? Well, don't give it a thought. We're glad you came as you are. We just want you to enjoy yourselves. Don't forget to visit our refreshment center during the intermission or any time. You love the tasty array of snacks we have to offer. So will the youngsters. Everything is quality and so good. We hope you'll make this a weekly visit. Bring the family. Bring your friends. There are always wonderful new pictures to see, delightful snacks to nibble, a gay, pleasant evening for all. Oh, a word of caution. Don't drive over 10 miles an hour in the theater area for your safety's sake. And Mom or Pop, go with the kids when they leave the car. We hope you have a wonderful time. And now, on with the show.
Hello, everybody. How are you? My name's Jim. This is More Sunshine, Please, the Tuesday evening live stream. Thanks for being here. Coming up on the show, something to eat, something to drink, game to play, top 15 list. But before we do any of that, I want to celebrate the first 3 people that make their way into the chat for this live stream. Whether it's on a Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday, it doesn't matter to me. As long as they're first on that chat board. What do you call it? I don't know. But let's see. Let's hand out some fake Olympic medals. Here we go. Going to the top. Oh. All right. There we are. Today's gold medal goes to Jamie. Congratulations. 3:01 in the morning. Paul Eichenlaub with our silver at 3:36. Oh, and there's our bronze. It's Joey's World at 4:13 a.m. I hope you guys took a nap. Thanks for being the very best that you can be. All right, let's see. Laura, hello, a couple of hours later. And Mr. Fulton Mraz, a couple hours after that. Wait a minute, what? Hello, Mr. Fulton Mraz. I was watching not just a goof on Disney Plus, and I saw our good friend Walt from Mouse Talk on the documentary movie today. Check it out. Is this another April Fool's prank? Anyway, that's pretty cool. Somebody agrees. Jamie agrees. That's pretty neat. Thanks for the info. Hello, Mike and or Mandy. That was at 1:19 today. A little bit late. A little late. You never know, though. And there's Pepper Tree Villa. That was earlier. Hello. Francisco. That's fun to say. There's Mark Langenkamp. That was just a little bit ago. 5:40. All right, we're getting there. Timothy Rainwater, 6:30. All right. Mary Ellen, 6:37. Okay, I'll stop time stamping everything. I assume everybody from then on is here. There's Mar in Memphis. Hello, Mar. Always a pleasure. Thanks for being here. And there's Ben, who's listening. Listen to this, Ben. All right. And Noah. Hello, Noah. Hope you're well. There's Lee. Hi, Lee. And Jamie's back. Paul Eichenlaub's back. Mark Langenkamp. All right. Here we go. Paul. Simba2, hello. Good evening. Thanks for hanging out with us. Meredith Varley, hello to you. Happy Tuesday. Thanks. And we've got to the end. All right, I'm caught up. Thanks, everybody. Here in the Tampa Bay area, cooled down a little bit. It had been reaching the 90s but we had some rain this morning. It kept things cool. Throughout the afternoon, it seemed to be in the high 60s, which felt wonderful. Right now, it's 68. Still, I thought it, well, I know it did because I saw it earlier. It reached into the 70s, 71 perhaps, but back down into the 60s. Feeling great. It's going to remain a bit cooler than it has been for the rest of the week, is what Apple Weather is telling me. But Apple Weather fails me sometimes. Anyway. Okay. Let's move on. Weather, news, weather, sports. Yes. All right. Let's show it. The Detroit Tigers hosting the New York Yankees. Beat them yesterday. They played again at 1 o'clock this afternoon. And they won again. Shut them out. Tarek Skubal with his first win of the season. The reigning Cy Young Award winner. All right, we don't have to hear the whole song. But they've been playing well. They lost their first 3 games of the season. Detroit did when they visited the Dodgers in Los Angeles. And they've won 7 of 8 since. They are in first place in the American League Central, and I am very excited. It's so fun to watch them now. And I'm very happy about that. I need to make a shorter version of this. So you get the beginning of it and then the end. Just a little go get 'em Tigers. That's all I need. I will do that. I'll be doing that. That's on the list. All right, what's next? If you saw my thumbnail, you may have gleaned that I am a fan of Aldi, the grocery store. And it's always been a trek to get to the nearest one. Hello, Sherry. How are you? Sherry gets one of these. D&G Explorer is also here. Hi, guys. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, so it was always at the very least a 25-minute drive to an Aldi. Not anymore. The image I used in my thumbnail, and I'll show it to you right here. There it is. Brand new Aldi right by our house. It is now the closest grocery store to our home. That used to be a Winn-Dixie. Now, Aldi, the company, purchased Winn-Dixie. And they had slated many Winn-Dixies to become Aldis. Thankfully, the one by our house was one of those. And it just opened on Wednesday. They had been doing renovations on the Winn-Dixie for months, maybe since October. And I drove by on Wednesday, and I saw that the tape around the front was gone, and people were going in, so I pulled in. I pulled into the parking lot, and this is, I was so excited. I'm not embarrassed to say any of this, by the way. I was very excited. I didn't take video, but I took pictures. Here's the, I stepped in the door, and it was, I could hear the angels sing. Anyway, the cleanest Aldi I've ever been in. Everything's brand spanking new. Not a scuff on the floor. And, I'll say we live in a nice area, and I was surprised to see more people in this Aldi at this time than I had ever seen in the Winn-Dixie that was in that location. Winn-Dixie was a giant convenience store is all it was around us. There was seldom more than a dozen shoppers in there at once. It was very, very sparse. Ever since they built the Publix close by, and before that, frankly. But it's just, I don't know how they stayed in business for as long as they did. And I suppose they didn't because they sold themselves to Aldi Corporation. Anyway, if you're not familiar with Aldi, if you don't have one near you, the owner of Aldi is the brother of the owner of Trader Joe's. A couple of German guys. These are German companies. And they're similar stores. Trader Joe's has their own brand of items. Trader Joe's salsa or Trader Jose's or whatever, you know what I mean. But Aldi, they have their, they're not called Aldi brand. They have a number of brands that they have in-house. And you know which ones they are because they have barcodes surrounding the packages. And that's for a different, there's a purpose behind that. I do love the business model of Aldi. They do things to keep prices down, and their prices are lower than anywhere else. I used to think Aldi was the Dollar Tree of grocery stores, and I know better now. It's not. It's legit. It's a real quality grocery store. I may have mentioned this before, but you go into an Aldi and there aren't many employees. You might have a cashier or two, one or two workers stocking the shelves, and that's it. I'll just, as I can think of them right now, I'll just reel off some things that they do to keep prices low. The skeleton crew, so they don't have to pay a ton of people. And the reason they don't have to pay a ton of people is they don't have people bagging for them. They're doing the warehouse method, like Costco or Sam's Club, where you kind of bag your own thing, or they put it in your cart, but they're not bagging it for you. But you can take the boxes that they use, and you're free to use those to put stuff in, or bring your own bags, of course. Anyway, so they're not paying kids to bag your groceries or get shopping carts from the parking lot, because they have the quarters. They're all the shopping carts are locked together, and you put a quarter in to release a shopping cart, and then you use it, and you are encouraged to get your quarter back by returning the cart. Therefore, alleviating the need for an employee to go get carts out there. Now, people will leave their carts out there, of course, but people are going to snag them if they realize, oh, I don't have to use a quarter. You know what I mean? So there are never carts in the parking lot. They don't have employees stocking shelves, like taking products out of boxes and stacking them neatly on the shelves. They're in the boxes, right on the shelves, saving time and employees. Now, it is sad. We were familiar with the people that worked at Winn-Dixie because, again, they were the closest grocery store to us. So we were familiar. We didn't know them on a, first name basis, but some of them had name tags. But you know what I mean. I did notice that one of the old managers from Winn-Dixie is now one of the new managers at Aldi, but the middle-aged woman I'm thinking of now that wore too much makeup, she was not rehired by Aldi, so she lost her job. She's not going to be stocking the shelves or breaking down boxes or whatever they do. So that's a drag that some jobs were lost, but there just aren't as many employees at an Aldi to keep the prices down. And when I went into the Aldi, I took a selfie of myself and I sent it to my wife because she's excited about it too. We love Aldi, and we were so excited that we were we have an Aldi near us now. And I didn't realize this, but I think that bald guy in the back is the manager I was just talking about. Anyway, and you can see I'm near the breads over there, and I took another picture and sent it to my wife. This is the sourdough, everything sourdough loaf, which we are huge fans of. This is an Aldi product. They're specially whatever it's called. I can't see the label. It's all bunched up there. But toasting this bread and having it with pasta and sauce or whatever, we tried this out and we're very, very impressed with it. We get it every time we walk into an Aldi. One more picture. About a year ago, my mom sent me a picture of a particular Campbell soup, and she said, if you see this, let me know. And I never did, and it seemed to be about a year ago. Well, I walked into Aldi 2 days ago, maybe it was Sunday, and there it was, Campbell soup. Now, this will happen at Aldi. They're not going to stock this all the time, but they happen to have some things occasionally. That's a ridiculous thing to say, but it's true. So here's the hard to find grilled cheese and tomato Campbell soup. I didn't get it. I wasn't interested in it. My mom said, I said, hey, I found this, and she had forgotten about it, which is okay. But she wasn't, I think she was interested at one time, but no longer, which is cool because I didn't want to have to send it to her. I would have, but that's cool. Anyway, so I had been looking for about a year every time I walked into a grocery store for this particular can of soup, and then I kind of stopped looking for it, and then there it is all of a sudden. So as you can see, they had two boxes. They were both picked over greatly, and I assume that those are all gone, and Aldi probably isn't going to restock that. I don't know, but I would imagine that that's a tomato soup with a cheese flavor to it. I don't know. I didn't get it, but that's just you never know what you're going to find there, which is part of the excitement of going to Aldi. Again, Trader Joe's has more of their own Trader Joe's brand products, and a greater variety of them, I would say. But sometimes, going to Aldi is it's a crapshoot, and there's a YouTube channel I watch, Bobby Parrish. He's a nutritionist, cook. I don't know what his title is exactly, but he's always going to Costco and Aldi and Walmart and Whole Foods. He used to go to Trader Joe's till they stopped letting him record in their stores, but he'll occasionally go into Aldi, and I forget what point I was making now. So he'll feature some things on his videos that he finds at his Aldi, and I'll go into the Aldis around here and nothing. I can't find it. I'm shut out. For example, whipped maple syrup. Whipped maple syrup and as a sweetener. It's 100% maple syrup, but it's whipped, and so you can spread it a little bit, still sticky. And apparently his Aldi had it for a really great price. I've seen it other places, and it's much more expensive than the one he found, but they've never had that. He had an organic soup I was very interested in. Never seen it around here. So every Aldi's different, which is kind of a drag because I wish, I could find the stuff that Bobby finds. Oh, well, what are you going to do? Let's see here. I've abandoned the chat. I'm so sorry. I'm just so excited to, let's see. What's this? We drive across the border once a month to go to Aldi. COVID changed that. Oh, sorry. And bring back a haul. They're very full for gluten-free. Oh, indeed. Oh, no, the thing I have isn't from Aldi, but I have a gluten-free thing, I believe, to try. Yes, I do. Yes, when I lived in Detroit, back in the 90s, we're right across the river from Windsor, Ontario. And when we had, before Costco, there was Pace Warehouse, and there was one right in our city. And we would see a lot of Ontario license plates in our area, and they were there to shop. And that, after 9/11, that cut down greatly. And now, I haven't lived there in a long time, but I don't think I'm not sure it happens much anymore. But they are building a second bridge across the Detroit River, the Gordie Howe Bridge. I'm not making that up. There's the Ambassador Bridge that was always there. And there's a tunnel, and now they're building a second bridge. So maybe that'll make coming across the border easier for potential shoppers. I don't know. But you also maybe need a passport now. I don't know. I'm getting off track. Okay. All right. There's that. All right. Moving on. If you've joined us and I've missed you in the chat, welcome in. I'm sorry I missed you, but thanks for being here. I've been doing a lot of talking, and now I need coffee.
Great coffee is easy, Mrs. Olson.
Coffee's for closers only.
I set high standards for myself. I set high standards for my coffee.
Picks you up, calms you down. It's the lifeblood that drives the dreams of champions.
Paul asks, how much do I think I save by going to Aldi? Now, let me say this. It's a smaller store than, say, Publix. So they don't have everything we need. For example, we buy a particular no nitrate thing of ham for our daughter, and Nutri-Grain bars. And Aldi typically doesn't have those things. But for the stuff that those stores have in common, I would say, off the top of my head, maybe a 25 to 30% difference. It's considerable. But that's because Publix is very expensive. That's an expensive grocery store. Which, again, is why we're so excited to have Aldi so close to us. And I will be getting things from Aldi to showcase here on the show, including today's coffee. Now, you would think on a cooler day like this, I had mentioned it's in the 60s today, that I'd have a hot cup of coffee, but no. Aldi had a cold brew, and I did see Bobby Parrish. He showed me this. This is Barissimo cold brew coffee, and what he loved about this is that, where can I find it? I should have my secondary camera on. I do not. I'm going to hold this up and see if I can read it. I cannot, but do you see that? Oh, there it is. Regenerative Organic Certified. Goes above and beyond organic certification to ensure the highest standards for soil health, animal welfare, and farm worker fairness. So this is beyond organic cold brew coffee. Now, and it was $4.99. This container of cold brew coffee is $4.99. Now, I enjoy coffee, as you know. I don't have the most experience with cold brew coffee. The one time I think I had it, I don't think I cared for it. But I'm willing to try this. Now, cold brew coffee, I don't know anything about it either. This says it's bold and smooth. Wait, bold and smooth. I remember it being quite bitter. Now, perhaps it was the cold brew I had. It was just wasn't top notch. I don't know. But we're going to try this right now. So we're going to play some drinking music. Oh, it's got a... Okay. Was I supposed to shake this? I don't think so. Now, this Aldi product only has the one barcode. So this isn't a good example of what I was trying to talk about earlier. The many barcodes are to make it easier and quicker for the employees to just grab and drag it across the scanner without having to look for it and then scan it. Okay. The singing threw me. Okay, so here's the cold brew. Now, again, I don't know anything about cold brew, but maybe this is something, and I normally drink my coffee black, but maybe cold brew requires a bit of oat milk or half and half or some sort of creamer. Maybe that's the way it's supposed to be enjoyed. I don't really know. I can say this is much better than the cold brew I remember. This is coffee. This is a smooth yet bold coffee. There's a strong there's a nuttiness to it. I do enjoy this very much. I think I would like to try it over ice, maybe with just a splash of cream. Pretend like I was at Starbucks or something. But this is a winner. Thank you, Bobby Parrish, for telling me about this. His if you're interested in his channel, it's called Flav City with Bobby or something like that. And I've mentioned it before, but I like that he goes and shows us the products that have the best in class ingredients and stuff. He's got millions of followers, subscribers. Anyway. You know what would go good with that is something to eat. All right. I'm looking at the chat over on this computer now. Let's see. Frappe, cold coffee with milk. Okay. All right. Oh, Lee says they have a self-checkout at their Aldi. Yes, our brand new Aldi has, I believe, 2 registers where an employee can check you out and 6 self-checkout kiosks or areas or whatever they're called. Yes. So they're even fewer employees are required. Okay. I want to thank the crew at It's Joey's World for today's snack. They sent a bag of goodies, and I thought Easter's coming up, and while this isn't Eastery at all, it kind of is. At first glance, I thought, oh, Easter snack, but it's not. Those are cacti with budding flowers on there, but those are Easter colors. So these are Beyond Churros. The Daily Crave is the name of the company. It's not Beyond. It's not Beyond Meat. I thought it was. I thought they were branching out into sweet treats. They're not. So I wonder if the Daily Crave is going to hear from the Beyond people. Anyway, these are churros, again, gluten-free, as I had mentioned before, non-GMO, plant-based, 5 grams of sugar. A serving is 8 churros. Well, that's fantastic. So 5 grams of sugar for 8 of these. Let's go. Let's try another version of that. Oh, man. Oh, there we go. I cheated. There is, these are cinnamon with chocolate filling. So you can see. That's good. Thank you again for that. Perfect with the cold brew. All right, I'll relax. What do we have going on now? All right, let's Let's take an intermission, see a coming attraction. When we come back, let's play our chrono photo game. All right, stick around.
There is no limit to what some men will do for money. Walter Matthau is Morris Buttermaker, a man so desperate to make a buck that he did the unforgivable. He put a girl on the team. Tatum O'Neal is Amanda, but Amanda is no ordinary girl. And with her help, the Bad News Bears went from totally terrible to just plain bad. Amanda knew what the Bad News Bears needed. She also knew how to get it.
If I win, you play baseball for the Bears.
But a little success is a strange thing. Once you taste it, you want more. And from just plain bad, the Bad News Bears climbed up the ladder to become the team that played baseball like it has never been played before. Academy Award winner Walter Matthau is the coach. Academy Award winner Tatum O'Neal is his secret weapon. Together, they turned the Bad News Bears into a team of superstars you will never forget. The Bad News Bears, the incredible story of how a disaster combined with a catastrophe and somehow became the greatest champs who ever played ball.
Welcome back. That is a classic movie, one of the best baseball movies ever. But I had to cut some stuff out of that trailer for a couple of reasons. One, for the length of it. It was just a bit too long. I like to keep these movie trailers to 90 seconds or less. And second, I don't know if you remember the movie very well, but Tanner, the little blonde kid, the foul-mouthed, I had to cut some of his dialogue out of the trailer. And I know it's for comedic purposes. He was supposed to be like a tiny little Archie Bunker, but man, if you want to know what he said, it's in the trailer. And I can't believe some of those words were in the trailer, but it was a different time, wasn't it? Doesn't make it right. Okay, anyway, let's play our game. Alrighty then. It's chrono photo. We have to guess in which year these pictures were taken. And we're going to try to do it without help from the internet. Does everybody hear me? The closer we get to the correct answer, the more points we get. We're going to be shown 5 pictures. Perfect game is 5,000 points. We've done it before. We're going to do it again without the help of the internet. All right. Here's our first picture. It's in color, but it's been colorized because I saw, let me zoom in here. I mean, for multiple reasons do I know it's been colorized, but here there's a little Instagram, Facebook, Twitter symbols. Color by Santa Dalloway. But upon inspection of everybody's wardrobe, this is what they wore on the Titanic. So when I see people dressed like this in these photos, that's the first thing I think of is, oh, this reminds me of Titanic. So that we know it's the 19 teens or earlier. But let me zoom out again. And with the hills in the background, this looks like this is perhaps California. We've got an American flag with 8 stars. No, it's probably more than that. But yeah, it looks like California to me before paved roads. What are these roads? Or is it paved? Maybe it is. This gentleman looks like he's stepping up from dirt onto a paved road. Okay. All right. Back of people. This is pretty cool. Not only has it been has color been added, but I'm able to zoom in quite a bit here, and this is still a pretty good picture, pretty good resolution. Okay, Murphy Harness Company, Long Beach, California, right there on the umbrella, with some sort of cider. Orange cider? Is that what that is? What is orange cider? I want some orange cider. I've never had that. I didn't know it was a thing, or used to be a thing. Okay, so I don't know what else we can. Oh, there's another flag. Clearly, this is before Hawaii and Alaska. Like it's, there are flags everywhere. So we believe this is California. Long Beach, California, perhaps. Man, people wore a lot of clothes back then. All right. Fontella Cigars. Roscoe's Ice Cream. There's Huck Finn. Wow. This is a really neat photograph. Multiple cigar shops on this street. People love to smoke. Well, all right. Auction, sale, fruit stand. I'm going to go with 1910. I don't know. Let me zoom out, and then I'm going to turn my attention to the chat. Okay. And see what our first guess is. It might be from Mark, who says 1912. Nick says 1910. Is that what I said? Sherry says 1910, 1915, 14, 10, 14, 19, 12. Or is this Santa Monica? I don't know. Redondo Beach. Beats me. Long Beach has only one hill used for communication towers. Well, now. Simbatu says 1911. So we're all in the early 19 teens, just before Titanic, which was, now I can't remember. Was that 1912? I don't remember. It's around that time. Okay, so let's 1910s. The four of us said that. $1912. All right. Maybe I'll go 1912. Survey says. Ooh, 1910. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to give it a little ding because I should have gone with that. Anyway, 849 points. We were there. We knew that. We got that. Let's just say we got 1,000 points. Moving on. Okay. This is a group of men with hats looking at a trophy or sculpture. Let's zoom in. Is this... I thought at first that might be the White House, but it is not. Upon further inspection, it does not appear to be the White House, because I thought maybe this was Truman, but that doesn't look to be the case either. It looks more like Norman Lear. So let's take a look at what they're looking at. And I don't know what that is. I mean, it's... A merman, or I don't know. Does anybody know what this is? Wait a minute. Is this is a president though? Is that Harding? Is that Warren G. Harding? Maybe I've got presidents on the brain. Anybody else look familiar? A tall guy. In the Monopoly Man there on the right. Well, let's see. Nope, can't see what's on there. I don't know. When was Harding president? I couldn't even tell you that. Was this picture also taken in 1910? Oh, that was Roosevelt, wasn't it? 1920? I'll say 1920. I have no idea. Let's see. All right. I think our first guess is Mark, I believe. 30s? It's a 30s-esque statue? Okay. Or is that Herbert Hoover? Okay. I had my presidents mixed up. As if I know what these guys look like without... I don't. Let's see. Hoover or Coolidge? Really? I didn't even have the right guy? Sherry says 1929. I guess I'll be going with that. Noah says that also. So does Timothy Rainwaters. Movie Mania Nick as well. Paul says 28. We've got 1930, 31, 1930. All right. Let's do that. Why would I delay anymore? Let's see. Let's try 30. But if it's 1929, I'm never going against Sherry again. I think she works for Google. Here we go. Survey says it is 1929, of course. Yes. We have 1,773 points here. Let's go to our third picture. And this is... I know this guy. I think that's Ulysses S. Grant and Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. All right, let's see. We're in Casablanca. Okay. Got a classic car here. Somebody that drives this brings their own pylon. I don't love that. Maybe if I had that automobile, I would be doing that too. But I would never have that. No, maybe I would. That would be fun to drive around. Okay, let's see. 7th Street there. Is this Miami Beach? With some Art Deco buildings on the left and the actual beach on the right. I see it. Yes, we have a Florida plate there. I believe we're in Miami in this picture. But when? What does his shirt say? Does that help us at all? $12.91. I don't know. All right. Could we see what year was on that plate? Of course, there's no plate on that one. That would have been too easy. No, we couldn't. Can barely see the numbers and letters. But let's focus on the more modern automobiles. There is no turn on left. No left turn on green. There's no left turn there, is what I'm trying to say. Oh, boy. There's no left turn on left. All right, let's see. 2018. That's my guess. 2018. Okay. I don't see what else to zoom in on to help us. Maybe just the people one more time. Nobody's wearing an Apple Watch. Or holding a phone, for that matter. Not that I can see. But this appears to be the time, if I had to guess, and I do, of smartphones, at least with phones with cameras. All right, let's take a look at the chat. Let's see. Mark says anytime after 1990. Let's see. 1987. 2000. We have a 2005. 2019. 2007. 2003. 2000. The other cars look like the 70s. What cars? The Jeep? 2003, 2000. Oh, the wagon. Everybody, Rob Fuzz is here. Hello, Rob. Thank you for your guess of 2002. All right. Let's see. Did we have any guess with more than one person saying it? I don't see that. Everybody's got a different year. There was a 2000, there was a 2005, 2003, 2002. I think I'm going to go, let's go with Rob's guess, 2002. Here we go. Survey says, ooh, 2009. Jamie was close with 2007. Let's see. Sherry says, this one wasn't in my history books. Those jeans are so 1995. So that means nothing. Yes, I think you're right about that. All right. Well, 513 points. We've done worse. Let's go picture number 4. And I mean, this could be. Let me zoom in on the people before I say anything. Let me see what's going on here. Oh, okay. These are soldiers. I didn't realize that at first. These appear to be, gosh, they look like World War II soldiers to me. Where are they? Well, they're on the coast. That kind of look. This kind of reminds me of the Korean War Memorial in Washington, D.C. Now, I know soldiers, walk. So, I don't know. My first inclination was they look like World War II soldiers. And this person in the front here, in the foreground, is trying to catch lightning, I think, with the big pole. Who knows? Probably fishing, but I think I'd like to see how that's done. Or perhaps not fishing, but gathering something else. I don't know. So are they walking on a sandbar? No. Okay, I see. To the left is the water. To the right is a beach of sorts. That is sand, and in the background, some hills. Okay, I see that now. But what is he holding here? All right. I'm going to turn to the chat. Let me zoom out. Here we go. All right. I think Noah has our first guess. 1964. Mark says Philippines, 1942. Thank you, Mark. I like that. Paul also says 1942. The Bataan Peninsula, perhaps. Sherry said that looks like Vietnam. Gonna guess 66. Interesting. Let's see, 62, 64, 65. Okay, people are influenced by Sherry. I get it. 65, 66. Cambodia? Maybe. 68, another guess. Wow. All right. Leaning 60s now. All right. I don't really know. I mean, do I go against Sherry? I don't think I do. But other people also said 66. We have a 72. So later in the war. Some people earlier. Let's see. Let's just do it. Why would I put anything else? 1966. All right. Submit. Of course. Yes. Well done, Sherry. 1966. We have 3,286 points. We can get 4,200 if we get this one right, or close to right. Hey, I know what language that is. That is Hungarian. And I know that because my grandparents had a Christmas ornament that said something. I don't think it said this, but the word bulldog was on there. I don't know how you say it, but it was a Hungarian word. So, I mean, this looks like it could be World War II. No? I mean, it's just after 12. That clock doesn't have the year on it. But I think... Wait a minute. Does that say 1917 right there? Hey, are they celebrating the new year? Is that what this is? Does bulldog mean happy? Does this mean Happy New Year? And this picture is from, oh boy, either the last day of 1916 or the first day of 1917. I'm going to guess it's 1917. Let's see. All right, let's go to the chat here. Mr. Fulton Mraz is back. Welcome back. I wish Chronophoto would put a description about the photo with the answer. That would be wonderful, wouldn't it? What does it say? I'm not sure. I think maybe that word that starts with our English B means happy or something like that. So I'm guessing my grandparents' Christmas ornament said Merry Christmas or Happy Christmas or something like that. And this is perhaps saying Happy New Year. Let's just go 1917. Why am I prolonging this? 1917. All right. Survey says, yes. Those fools. they put the year in the picture. Oh, well. That was fun. 4,200 and some odd points. All right, everybody. Well played. I always have fun playing that game. All right, let's take a quick intermission. When we come back, a top 15 list not about Aldi, but about fast food. Why? I don't know. Stick around. 40 seconds.
Popcorn, candy, ooh, hot dog, popsicle. Oh boy! Oh boy, banana orange.
All right, everybody. Yeah, I've got a top 15 list about fast food restaurants. Why? Because I found it. A while ago, and I don't know when, but I had a top 15 list about the top fast food restaurants in the United States. Similar list today, but a bit different. This is the top 15 fast food restaurants with the most worldwide locations. So this is beyond the United States. And here's my list right here, and we're going to get to it. It's already 7:56. And I'll tell you this. There is one on this list I had never heard of and I don't think I've ever seen. Not to my knowledge. I do not know of this one. It comes in at number 9 on the list. So here we go. Number 15 is, are we ready? Yes, Chick-fil-A. They have 2,800 locations worldwide, mostly in the United States. This place was founded in 1946. Awesome chicken sandwich. I can say that even though I don't eat them anymore, I loved them. MSG? Yes, of course. Also, the waffle fries are wonderful. I will still get those. Number 14 on the list, Little Caesars with 5,500 worldwide locations. This started in 1959 by Mike and Marion Ilitch in Detroit. The brand has flourished by focusing on efficiency and keeping prices low with the hot and ready $5 pizzas. I have no idea if they still have those. I think they do. Maybe. Where am I? Number 13, another pizza place. Papa John's with just beating out Little Caesars with 5,600 locations. Founded in 1984, this chain grew rapidly in the U.S. before branching out to other countries, including the U.K. and markets across Asia and the Middle East. All right. Number 12, Wendy's. 7,000 worldwide locations. Established in 1969, it is the home of fresh, never frozen beef patties and that famously square-shaped burger. And the Frosty, of course. And a variety of chicken sandwiches. Number 11, Taco Bell. 7,200 worldwide locations. Founded in 1962 by Glenn Bell. Oh, the dude's name was Bell? That's why it's called Taco Bell? I never knew that. Let's see. Remains strongest in North America, but now has a presence in Asia, Europe, and parts of the Middle East. How about that? Number 10 on the list of fast food restaurants with the most worldwide locations is Dairy Queen, or DQ. 7,500 worldwide locations. Originating in 1940, it's especially beloved for its soft-serve ice cream sundaes and the famous Blizzard. I don't know if I've ever had a burger at Dairy Queen. I don't know if I've ever had anything other than ice cream at a Dairy Queen. All right, here's number 9 on the list. This is the place I was not familiar with, and I don't think I've ever seen. This is Hunt Brothers Pizza. They have 10,000 locations, mostly in the United States. Let's see. Launched in the early 1990s, this pizza-focused franchise typically appears in convenience stores, gas stations, and other small retail venues across the country. So they don't have their own standalone restaurants. They've got their stands, countertops in gas stations and convenience stores. I'm going to be keeping my eye out now. But I typically don't go into gas stations anymore. I pay at the pump when I can. So, next road trip, perhaps. All right. Where are we? Yeah, Hunt Brothers Pizza. That was at number 9. Number 8 is Dunkin'. Turn the page. 13,000 worldwide locations. Started in 1950. Focused on coffee, donuts, and quick breakfast bites. It's hugely popular in the northeastern United States and now in Europe, Asia, and the Middle East. But most well known for its dominance in American suburbs, of course. Number 7 with a classic picture, Burger King. I have an exact total according to Google because number 7 and number 6 were really close. Burger King at number 7 on the list with 19,789 worldwide locations. Launched in 1954. Flame-grilled Whopper at the forefront. Let's see. A large number of these locations are run by franchisees, which has allowed the brand to keep growing in diverse markets. All right. Number 6 on the list, just beating out Burger King with fewer than 100 stores. So this has 19,886 worldwide locations. Pizza Hut, again, went with a classic picture. Actually, this picture is of a Pizza Hut in Texas that never changed its decor. It's not that they returned to the retro decor. It's always been like that at that location in Texas. Founded in 1958, trademark red roof. You know Pizza Hut. Why am I... Okay. Number 5 on the list, another pizza place from Michigan. Domino's with 21,300 worldwide locations. Started in 1960 by Tom Monahan. Let's see. United States, runs thousands of stores across Europe, Latin America, and Asia. Number 4, another retro picture for you. KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, 30,000 worldwide locations. A big jump there. With a history dating back to the 1930s, KFC has achieved a massive reach. Let's see. The brand's strongest international presence is in Asia, notably China, where it's adapted to local tastes with items like congee and others. I don't know congee. But it's also big in Japan. Don't they get Kentucky Fried Chicken for Christmas there? Isn't that a thing? Maybe I'm wrong. Number 3 on the list, Starbucks. I don't think of that as a fast food location, but I guess technically it is. 38,000 worldwide locations. Began in Seattle with a single coffee shop in 1971. Revolutionizing cafe culture around the world. Its inviting atmosphere, Wi-Fi access, and a wide range of espresso-based drinks made it the staple bearer. The standard bearer. I knew I read that wrong. For coffee house experiences, blah, blah, blah. That's number 3. Number 2, McDonald's. 41,000 worldwide locations. You know McDonald's. Let's see. It's in over 100 countries. Number 1 on the list. Perhaps you knew this. Subway. 42,000 worldwide locations in over 100 countries. It was founded in 1965 by Fred DeLuca and has become famous for its customizable submarine sandwiches. Many outlets are in the United States, but Subway also has an extensive international presence, adapting its sandwich lineup to regional palates. Let me just show you this. This was also on the website. I had to change it because it was wrong. I had to flip-flop 6 and 7 because they had it wrong. But this is from a website called brandvm.com. This is from March 6th of this year, so it's a pretty up-to-date list. They had the middle of it wrong a little bit. I fixed it, but that's it. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's my list. That's my show. Aldi's in town. I'm happy about that. I want to thank everybody for joining me. I hope you had fun playing the game and watching me drink coffee. I will be back next week. I will see you around the YouTube chats. But let's see. Until then, I need more coffee. Good night. Bye, everybody. Thank you.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.